Coming up on UIWtv, it's never too early to start a business. We take a look at the Junior Speed competition and met a young rising talent. Plus, Skyview Upcycle shows some creative ideas of what students can do with recycled materials. And UIW has a new rock star. Riley Hall tells us how she enters the music industry.
Hello and welcome back to UIWtv. My name is Janelle De Jesus.
And I'm Macy Lipke.
We hope you all had an amazing fall break. How was your fall break, Macy?
It was pretty good. I participated in a 48-hour short film contest for the film club, and I got some much-needed rest. What about you?
Booked and busy, but hey, we're halfway through with the semester. Let's take a look at what's going on around campus.
UIW has a very special guest today. Eduardo Chavez, the grandson of renowned activist Cesar Chavez, is here on campus. Chavez is a film director who produced the documentary Hailing Caesar. Our reporter Abigail Velez was able to get an interview with him. Abigail?
Thank you, Macy. Yes, I am here today with Eduardo Chavez, the grandson of the late Chicano activist Cesar Chavez. Thank you so much for being here today. We are talking about your documentary, Hailing Cesar. Can you tell us a little bit about the process of what went into making this documentary?
Yeah, so this film is really just kind of a personal journey story, really to better understand the legacy of my grandfather. He passed away when I was only about a year and a half old, so growing up, I felt very disconnected from him as my own grandfather and really from him as a historical figure and as a civil rights leader. So yeah, this film really was captured over a time and place of about two and a half years where I was really just trying to better understand his work as a activist, as a civil rights leader, as an organizer of farm workers, and really as personally as my own grandfather.
Absolutely, and in the documentary, you had the opportunity to go out into the fields and actually be a farm worker for a few weeks. Can you tell us about what that was like for you?
Yeah, that was a very interesting experience. It was kind of like, in a sense, therapeutic. I really felt like I was really connecting with my grandfather, even though he had passed away in the early 90s. It was something, it's a type of labor that's so deeply connected to my own family's history. My own father grew up as a young child, being a farm worker. My grandfather was a farm worker and stopped doing that work to then organize farm workers. So it's really just a type of labor that is really like deeply rooted in my family's history, and to be able to connect with that just kind of gave me like a new perspective, a lot of empathy, and a lot of gratitude for a lot of people behind me that made a lot of sacrifices.
And a common theme I was able to see in your documentary was the fact that the new generation seems so disconnected from your grandfather's legacy. Can you tell me a little bit about why that is and what we can do to keep his legacy moving on forward?
Yeah, I think that was kind of I took this film and as kind of my role in this film was to teach my grandfather's story, teach that important history, that important American history to a younger generation, and through the lens of a young person. History does always repeat itself, but it always looks different, and it repeats itself in different forms. And the only way for us to, keep these stories alive and hopefully inspire a new generation of Martin Luther King Jr.'s and of Cesar Chavez's is to keep that history very much in the forefront of our young people. And so, yeah, that was kind of really the goal, was to just educate and hopefully inspire people to, go on their own personal journeys and really discover themselves.
Well, thank you so much again for being here today, Eduardo. For UIWtv, I'm Abigail Velez. Back to y'all in the studio.
Thank you, Abigail, and thank you, Eduardo Chavez, for your visit.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes, and in some cases, even ages. UIWTV's Ricky Rodriguez traveled to South Padre Island to check out the Governor's Junior Pitch competition.
The future is female, and for this little miss, the future is here. 8-year-old Chloe Renee Rodriguez represented Texas this past weekend at the Governor's Small Business Junior Pitch competition.
I am in South Padre Island at the Governor's Junior Pitch competition.
With top-notch panel speakers and judges including First Lady Cecilia Abbott, Chloe presented her own small business titled Cooking with Chloe, a virtual cooking show where she showcases and sells her homemade treats.
I got started in pandemic when we were all stuck at home, and then I got the idea of doing my own show on Facebook. I bake cakes, I bake cookies, I bake salads, and whenever you need me, just give me a call.
Daughter to businesswoman and socialite Sandra Ruiz and local entrepreneur Ricardo Rodriguez, Chloe has two hardworking parents that serve as not just her motivators, but her mentors as well.
So we are really excited to be here. We were here in support of our 8-year-old daughter who participated in the junior pitch competition. Events like this are platforms where small businesses can come, learn, gain knowledge, leave with an opportunity for growth, and also, you know what? It gives us the opportunity to fix each other's crowns as women. So if you missed out this year, don't miss out in 2023.
Congratulations again to Chloe. For more information on Cooking with Chloe, you can find her segment on Facebook Live. Just search for her show and get ready to bake. For UIWtv, I'm Ricky Rodriguez.
Congratulations, Chloe, to you and your family from us here at UIWtv. And hey, feel free to come by our studio one day and show us how you make those tasty treats.
Students gathered in the ICC residence building for the Skyview Upcycle to take part in a fun and creative way to spread awareness about recycling.
The Skyview resident assistants held an event that allowed students to transform recycled materials into fun room decor.
This program is just to raise awareness within the dorms about recycling. We have like different themes of the month. This month is innovation.
The event organizers collected recycle bins around campus full of simple trash, but participants took those throwaway items and brought a second life to them in a fun way. Events like this bring people together with similar interests to create a meaningful way to think differently about your normal everyday recyclables.
Yes, I am. Awesome, you can just swipe your ID.
Even though you may think, okay, I'm passionate about it, I wonder if anyone else is. You can have an event like that, or even if people are willing to learn about it, that's where your message can go pretty far.
The event allowed students to be artistic and innovative. It also helps spread the message of being eco-friendly.
I'm having a lot of fun. It's very distressing because I needed this. I was stressed out with this, midterms, school, and so being able to just relax with my residents and do crafts is awesome.
For UIWtv, I'm Samuel Lewis.
Next month, UIW Residence Life will be hosting another creative event to welcome in the winter season. You can participate in Christmas card writing, cookie decorating, reindeer games, and also the opportunity to win some awesome prizes. The annual UIW Golden Harvest is happening until November 22nd. During the weeks, Cardinals can collect canned goods that go to the San Antonio Food Bank. Possible donations can include pasta, rice, canned soup, fish, and beans. The donations go to the San Antonio metropolitan area.
If you're looking for a community for creativity and collaboration, Creators at UIW might be the place for you. Creators at UIW is a website that offers a directory of creative students, teachers, and alumni. The website also provides opportunities for collaboration. If you're looking for collaborators on a project, you can post on the bulletin board or reach out to specific creators. If you want to get the word out about a creative event, visit creators-uiw.org. Follow them on Instagram at UIW Creators.
Although Hispanic Heritage Month has ended, it is important to keep sharing Mexican American stories.
Mexican American Civil Rights Movement here in Texas.
Cardinals of all backgrounds gathered in the library auditorium at the end of Hispanic Heritage Month to hear a special presentation.
Here in San Antonio,
Dr. Cynthia Orozco paid a visit to UIW to share the story of Mexican-American civil rights activist Alonso Perales. In her book, Dr. Orozco documents the life of Perales, who is largely forgotten today.
let me go to school in the same classroom as you.
This book is important for the community because I believe that Alonso Perales was the most important Latino of the 20th century.
Alonso Perales promoted equality for La Raza, his people, and founded the League of United Latin American Citizens, also known as LULAC.
Let's improve our relations with Latin America.
Cardinals even got to meet the daughter of Alonso Perales and hear about her life growing up with him.
We want our students to feel seen.
After the presentation, students had the opportunity to share their own thoughts and personal stories.
I am here for a reason. There's a lot of students with Hispanic heritage. It really has set a place down for me, and it has really helped me meet new people of different ethnicities.
What role do you think you could play?
If you want to learn more about Dr. Orozco and her book, you can visit her website at cynthiaorozco.com. For UIWtv, I'm Emma Gawley.
Keeping the stories of people like Alonso Perales alive is important so that we can always remember our history.
Cardinals, it's that time. Let's take a look at our social media question of the week. This time, we want to know, what are you dressing up as for Halloween? You can find our questions posted on the UIW ComArt social media pages. We'll send it over to entertainment news after the break. Until then, don't go anywhere. UIWtv will be right back.
You are watching UIWtv.
Welcome back. I'm Sophia Elias, your entertainment news insider for today. Let's get started. UIW's music industry program combines the study of music with business courses to help students enter the recording field. Katya Harmel introduces us to a student already gaining success while enrolled in the program.
The soundproofed walls of the Banak Music Center do a fine job keeping melodies and harmonies within them. But one music student is melting those barriers with a new pop rock single.
It wasn't until I reached high school year I started to take music seriously as a career. I developed my first album at the age 17 called Moments.
With a full album streaming and a few eye-popping music videos under her belt, Hall is proving her dedication to the music industry.
When I first met her, I right away I could see that she was serious about the music business and enthusiastic about it, and she's actually already in it, which I think is fabulous.
Music students can expect to get into the groove of music production in a few ways. The music department hopes to see more songbirds fly from the nest with as much experience as Hall.
The music department provides different majors for different students, whether they're interested in music education, music performance, and music industry, and even for composition as well.
You can rock out to Riley Hall's new single, Burning It Down, available right now on all music streaming sites. The music video is also ready to heat up your search bar on YouTube. Reporting for UIWtv, I'm Katya Harmel.
Did you know UIW has its own record label? It's called Broadway Bird Records, and it was first introduced to the music department last semester. The label is in its infancy and looking for more students to get involved. There's plenty of new music to report, so let's take a look at some music in a minute. A lot has changed on the Billboard Top 100 charts. First off, Steve Lacy's Bad Habit was finally dethroned and now sits at the number 2 spot. Taking number 1 is Sam Smith and Kim Petras' Unholy. Last week was an exciting week for music, with Taylor Swift debuting her 10th studio album, Midnights. Taylor's album has already surpassed 1 million units in the US. Taylor was not the only one to release an album recently. The Arctic Monkeys, Carly Rae Jepsen, and Meghan Trainor released their albums on the same day. Looking ahead, Joji is set to release his new album, Smithereens, on November 4th. Many UIW students, including myself, are enjoying all this new music and can't wait for what's next. That's all for Music in a Minute. Moving on to the latest film releases in our Final Cut segment. October is the month of horror movies and has a special closing with Halloween Ends. The final film of the trilogy happens 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills. Now, Laurie Strode is trying to restart her life after all the traumatic events. But an old killer is back and forces her to fight for her peace. The movie talks about the evil inside normal people in a very scary way. Also dominating the public, Shantaram is the new Apple TV series. Based on a best-selling novel, the story follows the fugitive looking to get lost in an Indian city. During the plot, Lynn must choose between what he believes is freedom or love. The last movie is awaited by comics fans. Black Adam tells a story of a powerful anti-hero that was prisoned for centuries. Now, he wants to unleash his unique form of justice in the modern world. The movie was one of the most anticipated of this year. And that's all for Final Cut this week. That's all in entertainment this week. After the break, we'll check out what's going on in sports news. But until next time, I'm Sophia Elias for UIWtv.
I'm so happy to see you back with us. My name is Matthew Faltich, and I will be dissecting the high-level athletic display from our Cardinals this week. UIW football is making it look easy on the field. This past Saturday, the team dominated Faulkner University in a 70-0 contest. Quarterback Lindsey Scott Jr. continues to put up video game numbers, throwing for 302 yards and 5 touchdowns in the little over a quarter that he played. The story of the game, though, wasn't him, but freshman Cole Wilson's 179 punt return yards, making him UIW's leader in punt return yards for a single game, season, and career. Wilson's impressive stats earned him Southland Conference's Special Teams Player of the Week honors. Now, a lot of wins have happened this past weekend. Men's soccer got their second W of the season on Saturday against Utah Tech University. Junior Eduardo Perez and freshman Abe Ashi put up a goal each to give the Cardinals the 2-0 victory at home. Also on Saturday, UIW football swept Nichols State University in Louisiana. Junior Ana Maria Alvarez led the Cardinals offense with 12 kills, followed by junior Jacqueline Arrington and sophomore Risa Sena, who finished with 11 kills each. On Sunday, women's soccer played their last game of the season versus Northwestern State University. Despite junior Sienna Wanamaker's goal, the Cardinals could not secure the victory, falling 2-1. Now, there is no tournament too big for UIW, and this is true to our women's tennis team who made history just a few weeks ago. Zoe Del Rosario has more.
It's a dream come true. I know when we were young, we've always dreamed of making history wherever we went to school, so to finally do it feels good.
Sisters Brandeline and Lauren Fulgensi just cemented UIW's name among the biggest teams in college tennis after their historic win at the ITA Regional Championships a few weeks ago.
Well, the Flying Fulgensis, as they're known, they play such a unique brand of doubles. They were the only team in Texas playing the way that they play. I can't tell you all of our secrets there, but it makes them a difficult prospect for anybody to play against.
The duo faced tough matchups against top-ranked schools Baylor and Texas Tech, but that didn't stop them from securing the first regionals doubles title in UIW and Southland Conference history.
That's what we really focused on, is not looking at it and being like, oh, it's Texas Tech or whoever, just being like, they're girls just like us, we could do it. So we just took it one step at a time, one match at a time, and just really focused.
The sister duo will have a chance to make more UIW history when they travel to San Diego next week to compete in the ITA National Championships against the top teams in the nation.
I know nerves are gonna be high for sure, I know that. We just gotta be confident and go in there with a positive attitude, believe in ourselves, and just go have fun.
No matter the results at Nationals, what Lauren and Brandolyn have accomplished has already changed the future of UIW tennis.
It's for the players on the team, present and past. It just shows that we mean business, and it helps us grow our reputation on a regional and the national level.
For UIWtv, I'm Zoe Del Rosario.
Laura and Brandolyn play their first match at the ITA Nationals next Wednesday, so make sure to show all of your support for our Cardinals. While we're on the topic of superstars, UIW cross country's Joy Gill keeps shattering records left and right. She set a new school 6K record at the Arturo Barrios Invitational over at College Station. Joy finished 8th overall in the meet with a 20-minute and 36-second run. The Southland Conference named Joy Female Runner of the Week following her impressive display at the Invitational. And with all of that, it's time to look at the weekend, and trust me, it's going to be a good one. Volleyball looks to keep their momentum going. They play Texas A&M Commerce at home this Saturday at 1 p.m. Just an hour later, football also takes on A&M Commerce on the road. That game kicks off at 2 p.m. For men's soccer, they play their last game of the season on Sunday against HCU at 7 p.m. Don't forget to show out your school spirit UIW style. And that's the final buzzer for UIW Sports Today. Until next time, this has been Matthew Faletich for UIWtv. But before I go, I would like to announce that I'll be dressing up as Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop for Halloween. Do you think any of our viewers watching can top that, Macy?
I'm not sure. Let's see. EJ Sanchez said him and his buddy will be dressing up as Mario and Luigi. Eric Lumalu said the Green Goblin from Spider-Man No Way Home. And Anthony Flamia said Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know, sounds like some of those costumes might have you beat, Matthew.
That's all for our show this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Join us again for our last newscast of the semester on November 17th. Make sure to stay warm and stay safe.
Until next time, Cardinals, I'm Janelle De Jesus.
And I'm Macy Lipke.
And this has been
UIWtv.